Good evening. Memories are the key not to the past but to the future, once said by Corey ten Boom. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's news in detail. The Deputy Prime Minister chaired the weekly cabinet meeting. The Deputy Prime Minister, His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, today chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Gudaibiya Palace. The cabinet highlighted the importance of opening of the reactive power compensation project at the reforestation in conjunction with the celebration of the Silver Jubilee of His Majesty the King's accession to the throne, adding that the project will further the advancement and efficiency of the kingdom's infrastructure and electrical network and increase production capacity. Ambassador to Canada held reception for Canadian Bahraini Parliamentary Friendship Group. Sheikh Abdullah bin Rashid Al Khalifa, Bahraini ambassador to Canada residing in Washington, hosted a reception for the Canadian Bahraini Parliamentary Friendship Group on its first anniversary. Members of the House of Commons of Canada and the officials from the Canadian government attended the reception. Sheikh Abdullah commended the efforts of the group in strengthening bilateral relations, emphasizing the kingdom's keenness to enhance cooperation with Canada. Director General of Legal Affairs and Human Rights met U.S. Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom, Dr. Yusuf Abdul Karim Bachiri. The Director General of Legal Affairs and Human Rights at the Foreign Affairs Ministry met with Rashad Hussain, the United States Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom, and Erin Shingshak, the Executive Director of the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom. They discussed the development of bilateral relations between the US and Bahrain, focusing on human rights protection and promoting tolerance, coexistence, and respect for all different beliefs. LMRA conducted 678 inspection campaigns and visits during last week. The LMRA Labour Market Regulatory Authority announced the implementation of 678 inspection campaigns and visits during the week of 2 to 8 June 2024, which resulted in the detention of 85 violating and irregular workers, while 81 violators were deported. The inspection campaigns and visits also resulted in monitoring a number of violations related to the provisions of a number of regulating laws, especially the Labour Market Regulatory Authority and the residency laws in the Kingdom of Bahrain, noting the legal measures were taken regarding the observed violations. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain from our 14 branches at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
Welcome back. Breast cancer awareness event at Al Hilal Hospital in collaboration with the Embassy of Sri Lanka. Al Hilal Hospital Bahrain, in association with the Embassy of Sri Lanka, successfully organized a breast cancer awareness event on Friday. The event had the participation of more than 50 Sri Lankans, demonstrating a strong community commitment to health, education and preventive care. Dr. Nusrat Jabin, female general surgeon at Al Hilal Hospital Muharrak, conducted an awareness session providing essential information on breast cancer, including methods of self-examination and offering personal consultations to the attendees. The event commenced with a welcome speech by Mr. Franco Francis, branch head of the Al Hilal Hospital Muharrak. Dr. Shifat Sharif, general physician at the Manama branch, conducted question and answer session and cleared all the questions the audience had regarding breast cancer. The highlight of the event was the presence of guest of honor Ambassador Sri Lanka to the Kingdom of Bahrain, HMGRRK, Vijayaratne Mendes. The event was also graced by the presence of Ms. Madhuka Harsheni, Silver Minister Councillor. Al Hilal Healthcare Group continues to do such activities, community engagement, and is grateful to be able to provide quality healthcare support and awareness about health to each and every community in the Kingdom of Bahrain. GCC 160th Ministerial Council statement issued. Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani, Minister of Foreign Affairs, participated in the Ministerial Council of the GCC in its 160th session held in Qatar. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman bin Jassim Al Thani, Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of the State of Qatar, presided in the current session. GCC foreign ministers also participated in the session. Finance Ministry and Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development signed agreement. Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, Minister of Finance and National Economy, met Walid Shamlan Al Bahr, Acting Director General of the Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development. Al Bahr is on a visit to the Kingdom of Bahrain to sign a loan agreement to finance the 400 kilovolt transmission line development project between the Kingdom of Bahrain and the Kuwait Fund for Development. UAE to experience earliest summer solstice with longest day on June 20. The UAE will experience an earlier summer solstice this year, occurring on June 20 at 20:51 UTC. This marks the earliest solstice since 1796 for most countries around the world. This celestial event will usher in the longest day of the year for the UAE, with daylight hours reaching 13 hours and 48 minutes. It's important to note that similar variations in solstice timing can be expected in future leap years, according to the Emirates News Agency. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates at BBC News Live English at 1:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off, Peshana Sultana. Good night.